On this week's show, we catch up with the team from RV Women's Alliance as they welcome the crew from Thetford for week 3 of the Drab to Fab trailer remodeling project. And with the growing popularity of refurbing and remodeling older trailers, how about buying a new 2021 authentic vintage trailer? You can, and Jeff Johnston shows us where. Then later, Mark Polk from RV Education 101 introduces us to the Dirt Devil RV vacuum system. These stories and our wholesale warranties Peace of Mind contest. Rollin on TV is sponsored by Carefree of Colorado, celebrating over 45 years of RV awning innovation. Closed captioning, where available, is sponsored by Forest River. Begin the journey.
Today we're working on the RVWA Drab to Fab trailer rehab. Thetford has been on the ground floor of developing the RVWA, so to help support women in the industry and also to get more women into the RV industry. And when they came up with this idea to do this project, it's sort of like a mobile Habitat for Humanity, and we've been involved with RVWA and the Habitat for Humanity Women Build here in Elkhart, Indiana. So this is just a natural great project for us to flow in and bring our female team members down to actually get in an RV and do some work and really install a toilet and see how things work from the inside out. And also it's for a great cause, and it's going to be raffled for a charity.
I have never actually built an RV from scratch, so I'm looking forward to this experience. I have done a lot of construction type things and demonstrations for customers, so I'm looking forward to seeing how all of these parts work together to really rehab this beautiful RV.
So yeah, a lot of ladies don't have experience, and that's fine. What makes the camaraderie better is because we don't have a lot of experience, right? And we have expertise in different areas, but we're all learning and doing it together, and we can laugh about it, right? And have we messed a few things up? Yeah. Have we fixed them? Of course. We want it to be right. We want it to be proper and through codes and everything for the end user and done correctly.
I think it's already very fun, and I think we've already laughed about a few things, and as well I think it's a valuable learning experience for all of us because we do get to get hands-on with our products and with other products and really think about things through the eyes of the RVer.
It's really exciting to be able to get out of the office and come into this wonderful RVIA Technical Institute here and see how things are done and how things are put together, and really kind of be on the ground floor of this gutted RV and see how things, not only how our parts play together, but how all our industry players play together and how they're connected into the RV that makes the final end product. And yeah, we don't have a lot of skill, so we're in it for the learning too.
So we are supplying the AquaMagic 5 toilet, which is America's best-selling RV toilet. And as well, our sister company, B&B Molders, is supplying a lot of the rain spouts, vent hatches, many other things that come, standard on an OE RV, but are available in the aftermarket.
We would have loved to put it in a fancier, bigger toilet in this unit, but because of space constraints in this particular unit and it being a little bit tighter, we needed to go with the AquaMagic 5, which is a really compact, lightweight toilet, which is a perfect solution for this size unit.
Is there a trend in the industry right now of taking older units and fixing them up? And I don't think that that's just in the RV industry. I think there's a lot of people that are do-it-yourselfers, right? That have come up, they're taking old homes and redoing them, right? We're seeing that, they're restoring old cars, we're seeing a lot of that, and the RVs fall right in line with that. And with the lack of supply of what's going on the last couple of years in the industry, it has really grown in our RV industry of, let's take one, fix it up ourselves. Just like the concept of this one, we took a bunkhouse coach, we took out the front bunks and make it an office, so it's really a COVID work from home RV, right? And then we know there's a lot of that going on. Baby boomers are retiring, they got kids on both coasts, right? They're traveling. We know the millennials, a lot of them want to work from home. They're running Wi-Fi's, we're putting Wi-Fi into this coach, exactly what's going on with that. So I think, yeah, there's been a lot of fixing up. There's been a lot of, let's take the old 1960 coaches and make them kind of new in the retro style. So a lot of that going on.
So I think there is an emerging trend, not only within the RV industry, but within our population, of more family time and more time together, perhaps out in nature, kind of unplugging. And so I think it's becoming more and more common for people to find an RV and either purchase one new or buy one that's a few years old and do things like replace the toilet and replace the sinks and maybe upgrade the shower and fix some of those OE vents and hatches so that it's more your own, it feels like a new experience, and you're comfortable taking your family and friends on a vacation in it.
As I say, you can't hold Americans down. We want to go travel. We want to see our vast country. We want to travel as families. And what better way to do it than in an RV? You don't have to worry about airplanes or hotels, or is the restaurant shut down in that hotel, or what's going on with the cruise lines. RV, and America's got space to roam, so utilize it.
Well, at Thetford, we are pleased that the original social distancing of camping has come back so strong. And it gives people an opportunity to get outdoors and enjoy the RV lifestyle that was really put on lockdown for a while. Being in Michigan, we really had to really completely lock things down for a little bit to help contain the virus and flatten that curve, as they said. We were able to be designated as an essential business so that we were able to get our operations back up and running to support all those RVers. The million plus people that live in RVs full time need our products, particularly our holding tank treatments and RV care products to really help them maintain their lifestyle. So we got back up quickly and have been working on fulfilling all the demand. It's great for our industry that there is so much demand, and our people at Thetford and Norcold have been very willing to get back on it and to really work, get their nose to the grindstone and work hard to meet not only the needs of our customers and distributors and dealer partners and retail partners, but also to get things out there for the consumer so that they can continue to social distance in the campground.
With the industry right now and the burden on supply chain, trying to schedule ahead for us to get supplies and has been fun too. But the suppliers have been great coming through. And what we tried to do is, okay, this day we're going to put this in, and this company has supplied this. Or we've got East West Ladies coming in, which is a manufacturer. And okay, so what's their background? What can they help with? Utilizing them to their best, potential, which is great. Bringing in the actual suppliers because they know their product, right? So, and they want to come in and help too, which has been awesome. So they'll send groups in and help put their own product in.
So I think the most exciting thing for us coming down today and taking part in this is that the RVWA is doing this for a great cause. So not only are we trying to create camaraderie between women in the RV industry, but this is also going to be raffled off for a great cause. So I feel like this is a win-win for just a few hours of our time.
Aquachem toss-ins. So fast and easy to use, it could seem like a game. Someone once said, the camping doesn't really start until the RV awning comes out. Whoever said that really knew what they were talking about. Carefree of Colorado, celebrating 45 years of RV awning innovation. For more information, visit our website at carefreeofcolorado.com. Nothing can ruin a nice RV vacation like a mechanical breakdown and costly repair bill. Well, Rolling on TV, together with our partners at Wholesale Warranties, would like to give you some peace of mind for the next 3 years. Together, we are giving away a 3-year tire and wheel protection plan combined with a 3-year roadside assistance plan. To enter the Peace of Mind contest, just visit our website at rollinontv.com and click on the contest link where you can learn all about both these covered plans and enter the contest. It's that simple, and there's no purchase necessary. Wholesale Warranties is a premier provider of RV extended service contracts.
Nostalgia plays a big part in the ongoing appeal of the vintage trailer arena. Vintage trailers are hot these days, and there's a lot of good reasons for that. I know for me, one of the things that really brings it home to me when I step into one of these old trailers is this little guy up here. It's an authentic propane mantle lamp. And my parents' trailer, when I was a kid, had one of those lamps. This is from the mid-60s or so when we would go traveling. And when I step into a trailer that has that lamp burning, there's something about the smell of the propane that just immediately transports me back to Bonneville Hot Springs, the Oregon coast, going back to Chicago, any of the places that we visited as kids in that trailer. So this one, naturally, since this trailer has one of those, I can smell that, and kind of one of those little nostalgia hits that I really enjoy. Now this particular trailer obviously is a beautiful vintage style trailer. And I say vintage style because, believe it or not, this is not a rebuilt trailer. This is a brand new trailer, new from the ground up, built by a fellow named Tom Underwood. Tom has an interesting approach for building his vintage trailers, so we'll meet him out here in a minute and take a look at what he does. It's pretty darn impressive. The Tom Thumb vintage trailer is unlike any new RV you've ever seen.
Tom Thumb Trailers is an idea I had to recreate the old style trailers, only for someone to be able to have the old trailer but have a brand new trailer at the same time. I got the idea many years ago. I've probably built 100 trailers in my mind, going over procedures and materials and so forth, and doing research, and moved up to Oregon, got a shop here, and my wife's been very supportive, and I started building Tom Thumb trailers. They're a reproduction of a 1950 rod and reel trailer. And I tried to keep as true to form as possible. My first love was classic cars. Love classic cars. I love to see them restored. And a little bit of the customs too, but my father, I got that love from my father and my brother. They're both car enthusiasts. I still have my very first car I ever had. It was a 1963 Nova Chevrolet. My brother still has his first car he ever had, a 1941 Chevrolet business coupe. So in the family, we were always been involved with cars, and it kind of went hand in hand with the trailers in that there so many things are alike in the car as a car enthusiast than as a trailer enthusiast, and so I was able to take some of those things I learned from the cars, and then things I've learned, abilities from my father, and he was able to. I was able to use those in building the trailers. I'm the only one working on the trailers. It's any mistakes you find, they're mine. Can't blame anyone else. As of right now, I'm planning on putting out about 2 trailers every 6 months. The trailers that I'm building, they really do look like the original trailer. When you walk into the trailer, it's like going back in time. I was at a trailer rally with other trailer enthusiasts, and I had one gentleman who examined the trailer very carefully, looked it up and down, and asked me what the trailer was. And I told him, well, it was a reproduction trailer based on a 1950 rod and reel. And he just went away shaking his head like, no, that can't be. I'm just not going to believe it. And but it is, and it's that true to form, and it's very, very genuine looking. Other things, it's all birch paneling inside, finished with shellac, just like the originals were.
We'll be back to learn more about the Tom Thumb trailers right after these commercial messages, so stay tuned.
From off-the-road adventure camping to luxurious full-time RVing and everything in between, Forest River has the RV to fit your needs, budget, and outdoor lifestyle. To see our full line of trailers and motorhomes, visit forestriverinc.com. Forest River. Begin the journey. At Norcol, we realize that some of your favorite RV destinations are off the grid. And Norcol refrigerators are uniquely designed with that RV experience in mind. We call it Freedom Unplugged. To learn more about our Norcol RV refrigerator line or to find a dealer near you, visit our website at norcol.com.
Welcome back to Rollin' on TV. Let's continue our look at Tom Thumb Trailers, a vintage-style RV built all new from the ground up.
I make the frame myself. It's all undercoated and then with the frame paint on it, so it's a little bit of a rust preventative underneath there. In the original trailer, how they made the curves in it. Everybody asked me, how'd you make the curves? Well, they cut strips of plywood and they laminated them or just lapped them over and made their curve. Well, I didn't use that. I used solid wood instead of the plywood. In the original, if they ever got a leak in there, once that water got into that plywood, it just expands like a sponge, and the whole trailer's ruined. This can never happen. I laminated it with solid wood in strips and made my with clamps and glue and screws, and it's very solid part of the framework. It's all the original 6-inch crease seams on it, just like the original trailer. And over here is one of our original windows that we've restored, and we use this as a pattern for our new trailer. So they're identical in every form. The only difference is the material used for the rubber is now a silicone instead of the old vinyl. So you won't have the shrinking like you'll see in the other trailers. Well, there'll be a big gap in your silicone or your vinyl. So here we are at the reproduction trailer, and this is one of the reproduction windows. They're made to be identical to the original windows in function and looks. You could take a piece off of this window and interchange it with an original window, and it would work just fine. They're that close in specifications and work exactly the same as the old awning style window. When you go into the trailer, you'll see that right down to the welting around where the wood meets, it looks like the original. The hardware I used, I couldn't find identical hardware, but I found period-looking hardware, nickel-plated. It all is. That looks and has the feel of the vintage trailer. A lot of times they were. Let's face it, they were manufacturing. They were putting out as many as they could as cheaply as possible. They didn't intend for these to last 50 years. You know, they just weren't built that way. I'm building these so that they will last. They really will if you take care of them. The dinette is, I used a reconstituted leather seating. The original was a vinyl, but this is a leather. The draperies are all 100% cotton with a vintage print on them, so they have the feel of it. The light fixtures are almost identical. They're still making a light fixture just very close to the original light fixture that was in there in 1950. It uses a full-size light bulb in there, just like in your home, only they're 12-volt light bulbs. So they're about a 50-watt bulb, and we've got 3 different light fixtures in there, so there's lots of light. And going along with the light also has original type propane light in there too, for the old over the table, and that puts out about a 50-watt, 60-watt type light too. So you get that feel with it. Like that you had in the original trailers with the propane lighting. Well, I didn't put an oven in it, but it does have a stove. It has a 3-burner stove in it, all propane. My Xbox, I made it the same design, only I made it out of a heavier duty steel and a coated steel in the inside, so it won't rust. It also has an 1.5 inches of insulation all around it, side, top, bottom, and made the front a piece of birch wood on the front, so it matches the cabinet, so it doesn't stand out and it fits right in. This trailer is not a trailer for everybody. It's not a trailer for a family of 5. It's not going to fit in it. It's, you know, it's 12 feet long. It's very true to the original scale of the trailers. It has a surprisingly a large amount of storage for a small trailer. It really does. But it is really for those people who want that retro feel, but don't have maybe the time or the skills to redo an old trailer, because they're pretty hard to find when they're just ready to go. So this allows the people to have that old trailer feel. They can participate. Most rallies, they're welcome with these trailers, and those trailer rallies are a fun time. They are really a blast. You get to meet a lot of nice people and go to a lot of nice places, and it's just a real good, wholesome family time. If anybody's in the Salem, Oregon area, I'd love to show you around, love to show you firsthand trailers. You just give me a call. I've got a website. You can go to tomthumbtrailers.com and you can contact me that, or you can call me on the phone, and you can come on over and take a look, and I'll show you around, give you the nickel tour.
Well, that's a pretty interesting look at these Tom Thumb trailers. Definitely built unlike anything else on the market. And if you'd like to learn more about it, log on to our website at rollinontv.com. And thank you for watching.
Wow, am I glad I used Aquachem. Maybe chili wasn't the best idea.
Aquachem, the most powerful odor control available, and the #1 seller for over 50 years.
Hi, I'm Mark Polk with RV Education 101. Recently, I installed a Dirt Devil CV1500 central vacuum system in our RV. A popular option that's available for the CV1500 is this VacPan automatic dustpan. After you install the VacPan automatic dustpan, you just flip this switch with your foot to activate the suction, sweep all the debris over to the vacuum port, and it disappears into the CV1500 HEPA filter bag. I really like this feature and decided to add it to our central vacuum system. Let's take a look at what's involved with the installation. The VacPan requires a minimum 2¼ inch toe kick height. Once the VacPan location is determined, cut a 6¾ inch long by 1¾ inch high slot in the cabinet toe kick to accept the VacPan. From below, cut an access hole underneath the cabinet, positioned so that final piping connections can be made through the access hole. Run the vacuum piping and low voltage wire from the main piping line to the VacPan location. Attach the low voltage wires to the VacPan terminal connections marked low voltage only. Prior to the final installation, check for an airtight seal between the VacPan and the elbow. Teflon tape may be used if required. Slide the VacPan into the mounting slot and secure using 2 screws provided. Reach through the access hole and make final piping connections. Complete the wiring and the final piping at the CV1500 central vac system. The VacPan installation is complete. Now cleanup really is a breeze. Simply push the raised tab with your foot to activate the CV1500 and sweep the dirt and debris towards the VacPan until it disappears. When you're finished, push the raised tab again to turn it off. Happy camping.
We hope you enjoyed this week's show. For more information on anything you've seen on the program, along with additional videos, stories, and news, plus some great contests, visit our website at rollinontv.com. And remember, you can also watch Rollin' on TV on Roku, Amazon Fire, Vimeo, and YouTube, as well as on any of our station's streaming media services. For complete coverage information, click on the Where to Watch link on our website. As usual, this has been another fun production.